We are getting into the busiest time of year when it comes to buying and selling a home. That spring and summer, people wanting to get in a new house before school starts again. And so we wanted to check in and see how things are looking with the Tampa Bay real estate market. And Liane Jamason is with Dwell Realty. She helps us track these things. Welcome back, Liane.
Thank you, thank you.
It's still a seller's market in Tampa Bay.
Very much still a seller's market, yes.
And it has been for how long now? Quite a while.
Oh gosh, I mean, it's been close to a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the longest you've ever seen a seller's market?
Yeah, I mean, I got my license at the beginning of '06, so it was I was starting to see short sales trickle in and things like that then, so it's been up for quite a while.
Okay, and what defines a seller's market exactly?
So a seller's market is typically when you are below about 5.5, 6 months of inventory.
Okay.
When you hit about 5.5, 6 months, you're considered a balanced market. And then more than that would be considered a buyer's market.
So we're below that then? Where
we're
are
way
we at?
below.
Okay.
Yes, we're very much. We're at about 3 months supply of inventory, which is very low. We're up slightly from where we have been. We were at about 2.4, 2.5 months. Mm-hmm. So it's up slightly, but still extremely in that seller's market range.
Okay, and why do you think it is? Are people just who might want to go upgrade a home or might otherwise be selling their home? Are they just waiting for the market to correct a little bit more, or what all goes into it?
Yeah, I think there could be several things, but I think that's part of it. Some people are just waiting to see what happens, but interest rates, were expected to go up, and they actually went down, and
right.
It's looking like they're going to stay down for the rest of the year. So that is encouraging people to go ahead and buy, and of course we have thousands of people moving to Florida every day.
We sure do. Now, as a seller's market, you would expect that the prices would therefore be going up. Are you seeing that reflected?
Yes, they are going up very slightly.
Just slightly?
Just slightly. Yeah. So the median sale prices are up about 6% in Pinellas and Pasco last year. Hillsborough County was only up about 1%. But the closed sales are down very slightly. So again, that can be an inventory problem sometimes. Things aren't being built fast enough for people to buy them.
And Pinellas would have more of a problem with that than the other counties.
Exactly.
And maybe that's why their prices are a little bit showing more growth there. Price ranges, anything better in a certain price range to sell than others, or
I mean,
one that's really in demand?
The most popular is 150 to 400. Yeah. That's where the majority of the sales are taking place.
So as we get into spring and summer, that's when families want to buy that house if they're looking, because they want to get settled in the school districts, and it's going to start to really heat up. Or is it already? Are you seeing it?
It is already. Yeah. Yes, definitely.
If you're a seller, things are to your advantage right now theoretically, but you still want to be able to get the very best price. As a buyer, you want to get the very best deal.
Yes.
So what do folks on either side of the fence here need to know as they enter into this busy time?
So for sellers, yes, you still have to make sure your home looks good. You're still in competition with many other listings out there. So, look at the curb appeal of the home as if you were a buyer, painting the front door and, planting new flowers and cleaning up the beds can make a big difference. Sometimes I tell people, it depends if you put money into a home or not, if it makes sense, but kitchens and bathrooms are a big place that people look. So if you can do a minimal investment to update a kitchen or bathroom, that's always a good thing. Staging, if the home is vacant. Staged homes statistically sell for more money, so it's it makes sense. It's a good investment.
I remember selling a house once, and we were already moved out and moved into another one, and I just thought, well, if it's open, if you can see everything, and then people can visualize what they'll put into it, and it looks bigger because all the furniture is gone. But actually, I think it's just the opposite, isn't it?
Yeah, it can make it feel a little bit cold.
Yeah,
if it's not staged, so it definitely makes a difference.
And that's a small investment that you can maybe get return on your money on quite a bit. Another thing that you noticed in these numbers that's really interesting is a significant jump in Pinellas County in condos, and you think you know why that is.
Yeah, I think I have that figured out. It was a 42% jump in the average price of townhomes and condos, and I directly attribute that to one St. Petersburg, which is now the tallest condo tower in St. Pete. They went under reservation around 2015, 2016, and they just sold out, and now we're even seeing resales flipping there. But the average price point there was over $1 million, so that is a direct correlation.
That's going to bring up the average for sure. Now, those folks who bought, what, 3 years ago when they had the chance to do that before they had even constructed the building, I think, and you're saying they're reselling them. How's that investment worked out?
It seems to be a great investment. I'm seeing people getting between about a 25 to 41% return on their money. So not too bad over 2 or 3 years.
Oh, not at all, not at all, no. And they're going to have an opportunity to invest in another property as well.
Yes, the same developer, Coulter, has a new project coming up called Salt Air, and they are expected to start taking reservations here very shortly.
Wow.
So.
And the folks in one will have priority, it sounds like.
Yes, they made them a priority offer to come in this week and do a reservation. So.
Would you expect to see that go pretty quick, considering those numbers?
I think they are seeing what happened at one, and I think it's going to probably follow the same pattern and sell quickly.
Any other trends or suggestions as folks head into this season, if they're thinking of either buying or selling, that they should have in mind?
Definitely when you're on the buying side, it's a competitive market out there because especially in that 150 to 400 price point. So you want to choose a realtor who is a strong negotiator, maybe the one that knows what an escalation clause is, which is a special clause that you can use in a contract to help you win if you know you're going into a bidding war.
Okay.
Limit contingencies in the contract, maybe shorten your inspection period, put a little more money down in escrow if you can. So those are just a couple tips to help you win.
Get the one that you want, because I wonder, since it's such a seller's market, if folks are even giving up who have money to buy, but they're just not quite finding what they want, or the competition is too much for it. And good if you're a seller, not so great necessarily.
Yeah, it can be a little frustrating.
All right, well, thanks for keeping us up on the trends.
Thank you.
It's going to be a busy season, I'm sure.
Yes.
How long do you think till you might see a flip and it becomes a buyer's market, or is that just too tough to say?
Yeah, I wish I knew. Right now, with interest rates so low, I think it's going to continue this way for a while.
All right, Liane, thank you.
Thank you.